Hi, this is Shanna with Florabella Collection, and I'm going to show you how I edited this image in both color and black and white using the new Florabella Trinity actions. So here is the before, the color, and the black and white. So to get things started, I just duplicate that image and here we go. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to run one of the creative all-in-one color actions called Dusk 2. And what I'm going for in this image is a real smoky, warm, musky, autumn, rich, kind of dramatic look. And I actually like what Dusk 2 did just straight out of the box. It's got a little brown, but a little blue in the shadows, and it brightened it up some and made it real smoky. And the dusk action, like all the other all-in-one actions, comes with a black and white conversion layer, so you can quickly see if you prefer the image in color or black and white, or just if you like both. And then you can go in and tweak that later. So here's Dusk 2, and I could stop there, or I could open it up and tweak the action, tweak the layers, adjust them. Dusk 2 also comes with a creamy light brush, a color brush, a blush brush, and a yellow out brush for areas that you want to decrease the yellow. So I'm just going to start off by using my soft white brush to just paint a little bit of rosiness to their cheeks. Bring this down. And since there are two subjects, likely if I was editing, I'd go ahead and right click and duplicate that layer so I'd have a different layer for each girl so I could adjust the opacities individually. But here we go. That's fine. They don't need a lot, just a hint of rosiness on their cheeks. So that's fine. I can go in, like I said, and adjust these layers, or I can play around with some of the artistic add-ons. I'm going to start by playing an action called Punch, and that will give it a warm, colorful contrast boost. That's what Punch does right there on top of Dusk. So I'm going to reduce that down to about 30 or so. And now I'm going to play another one from one of my brown actions. I'm going to play Hazel. Once you get to know an action set, you'll know which are your go-tos for what types of photos and for what type of style or effect you're looking for. And that is way too strong on top of those other two actions. I just want a hint of that brown tone that Hazel gives. So I'm just going to give about 30% again. Another one of the brown actions that I really like in this set is called Rich Cocoa. And Rich Cocoa will really work to deepen the action. So I'm just going to add about, let's see, 18% or so. And then I'm going to come over here. Well, let's see. I'll probably go down. Well, I'll just go on Rich Cocoa, and I will use my black brush to brush some off of her hair. I don't want to lose the fact that this subject's hair is going out to the side like the other ones, so I want to try to accentuate that a little bit. I can also use this creamy light brush here to, I'm going to increase the opacity for now, to highlight different areas that are light in the photo, like these clover flowers. I love them, so I want to make sure that they are noticeable in the image. I can use this to highlight different areas in the hair. And I'm going to decrease that opacity down and just give a tiny, tiny bit, maybe 10% or so. And that looks good. Also, there's one other layer I wanted to point out in the Dusk 2 action. That's the blue haze layer. That will really cut yellows if you have too much yellow in your image. So you can bring that down and just ease it up a little bit. I'm going to leave it at about 5. So yeah, that looks good. Here is the before and the after. And what I can do now is I can just go up here and bring up the black and white, click that on, or I can go down in the black and white section, and on top of this color edit, I can run the instant custom black and white. And I use this a lot because even though there's a black and white conversion at the top of most of the actions, sometimes I want more control and I want to add matte or haze or just be able to play around with the different layers. So on this image, I would likely deepen it just a little bit, maybe get rid of a little bit of the contrast, add a tiny bit of matte, just a tiny bit, and add some haze. And that looks pretty like that. Or I can just ease it up a little bit because I do love it just like that. Just really dramatic black and white with that tonal range is so pretty. And again, if I want to get rid of some of that depth in any areas, just to bring out the detail, I can paint over with my black brush. So there we have it. We have the before, the color, and the black and white. And this action set, the new Trinity actions, along with the workflow and retouch brushes add-on, can be found at florabellacollection.com. Thanks for watching.